Hello guys, Opponent here, and today we are going to take a first look on a turn-based RPG called The Furious Yama, and this game is a lot like Epic 7, so please keep that in mind while watching this video. So let's first start off with the characters that you can collect in this game, but here's the issue, okay? So I was not able to find where the codex is in this game for browsing all of the obtainable characters. So what I'm going to do instead, we are going to head over to the shop section and I'm going to show you the skins for the characters and also how do they look in their default form. So we are going to take a look at some of them. So for example, here is a skin for one of the characters and that's how she looks in her default form. And also what I would like to add is that I believe that there is pretty nice proportion between the amount of males that you can obtain and also the amount of females. Also there is some weird looking monsters in this game as well. But mostly it's just males and females, waifus and husbandos, as we say. Now this guy in my opinion looks absolutely amazing. I love this skin, even though his default doesn't look that bad either. I believe that his skin is just simply fantastic. Now here you can see the default form of this guy. He's basically a Sun Wukong, but the skin just transforms him into a human and he looks pretty nice. Here you can see also the Anubis in the human waifu form, and her skin doesn't change much. Her outfit is just way more revealing, I would say. And overall that are how do the characters look in this game. One thing that I would like to add, these are like the best skins I have seen in this game, simply because the default artworks for these characters look way worse than the skins for whatever reason. It's like the different artist has made the artwork for the skins. Like look at this is the default form, right? And this is the skin. Look at the difference in the artwork quality. I mean, for example here, this is the skin, right? And this is the default artwork. Look at the difference. I believe it's just two different artists that made it, and I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's good, because it's just like in Azur Lane, where there was a situation where the artwork for some of the ships was just so bad that they had to redo them from zero. So I believe that's what the case is as well in this game. Like the default artwork was just so bad that they just decided to hire a different artist and they just made the skins look much better. At least that's how it looks to me. So as far as the characters that you can collect go in this game, I would say they are pretty decent. They're not amazing, but I believe they are decent enough. I also like this guy. He looks like a proper Korean character. So yeah, I would say I overall like how do the characters look in this game. They're not amazing, but they are decent enough. So there is that. Now, before we go into the combat, I gotta explain to you about this system right here. So this is basically like your team commander. She's also in the battle, and she basically controls, I don't know how to call it, like she controls for you, for example, a dragon or a robot which you can use. I don't know, let's say that she just controls machines or pets, whatever, and she comes with her own skill set. As you can see right now, she has 3 skills. She also levels up and gets her stats up. As you can see, those are the 3 skills that I'm using right now, but there is a total of 8 skills. which you can use. I just don't have them unlocked yet. In order to unlock them, you need to go under this section, and as you can see, this is the weapon that she's using. And what do you want to do is you need to upgrade this weapon using the gear. The good thing is you can use any gear you want. It can be armor, it can be weapon, anything you want. It can be armor, it can be like, I don't know, gloves or necklace, it doesn't matter what it is. So that's good. And as you use those materials to level up this weapon for her, you also are going to get those coins, and then you gotta use those coins in the talent tree for the weapon. And here is where you unlock the remaining skills that you will be able to choose from. So you just gotta farm the gear and just use it as a fodder to level it up. Also, there are different team commanders in this game other than her. So you also have this guy that you can use, which I have, but I'm not using him right now. And for whatever reason, he also speaks in English, as you can hear.
How dare you?
And also there is 2 more team commanders that you can unlock, but I don't have them yet because I'm not far enough in the story just yet. Also, it seems like they have skins. For example, this guy has a skin, even though it doesn't change much, but he does have one. Sadly, the one that I'm using doesn't have a skin yet. So yeah, I just had to explain it before we jump into the battle. So now let's go and do one story battle, and I will try to explain how does the battle system work in this game. Let's head over to chapter 1, and as you can see there are 3 different difficulties, so easy, normal and hard. And now I'm going to go under chapter 1 hard difficulty. This is my current team that I'm using, and here you can see is my team leader at the bottom, which I can change if I want to, and I did by accident. And the next thing to the team leader, like team commander, whatever you wanna call it, is like, it's just those things. But I don't know how to call them. Maybe familiars, like the familiars that team leader brings with them, and you can use them in the battle, and you can also level them up. So for now I have a dragon, but I'm going to use this machine since I have been using it all the time. So let's jump to the combat itself. So this is a familiar, okay? This is a familiar, let's call it a familiar. And the familiar that I have right now is this robot, because I have no better idea how to call it. So for now that's how I'm going to call it. Okay, so as you start the battle, as you can see, we are going to start with... Hold up, I gotta turn off the auto option. We are going to start with 8 souls. I just used 4 of them. The auto did. And as you can see, under the souls you can see this number +6. That means after the first round, after all of your characters attack, you will get +6 souls on the next turn or next round, whatever. So you gotta keep that in mind while using skills, that you are only going to get +6 on your next turn. But of course this number increases later on after a certain number of the rounds passes. So for now it's 6, and later you get, let's say, 8. Here also we can see that my familiar gauge is at 36%. Once it goes to 100%, you can use your familiar special attack, and in this case my familiar does AoE attack to all of the enemies. Now I can either do auto attack, or I can either use second skill, which costs 2 souls, or the third skill, which costs 3 souls. I'm going to use my second skill right now since it's my AoE, so let's go ahead. Now she's a support. I could use this second skill, which is a damage buff, attack buff, but I'm going to use my first skill and save my 2 souls to show you how does the team leader works. So right now I can just do either auto attack from the machine gun, or I can use my third skill. The second skill is a passive, I believe. I can use my third skill, which will basically reduce my increase my unit's combat readiness, basically. So as you can see right now, for example, my character is at 8 turns, and if I use this on her, on the character that has guns in her hand, it will go down to 4 turns. So it basically increases the combat readiness. But now I have no souls, as you can see. And I have still no souls because I increased her combat readiness. And now I'm gaining my souls back because now it's my turn. Now this guy, his second skill, basically if you kill the opponent, he'll attack multiple times. So see, he's kinda like Wildred from Epic 7. And there you go, the battle is done. It was a short one, I know, but it's fine. That's how the combat looks, that's how the familiar works. I will do one more battle just to show you how does the familiar work. But before we jump into the next battle, let's go over to the PvP. So there is 2 game modes for Arena, but right now I only have 1 game mode unlocked. So let's head over to the one that I have unlocked. And here you fight either the opponents from this list, and you get points as you defeat them. The higher your rank is, the more rewards you will get. You can do this 5 times per day. And you also have this arena currency that you can see at the top. And also you can do this thing as well, which is a battle against NPC, and it works exactly the same way like in Epic 7. So you will fight those NPCs, and after a certain amount of time passes, you can just challenge them again for some free currency, and that's it. So now let's jump in and do one PvP battle against the random opponent. Let's jump in there, and I'm going to turn the auto mode on because I should be able to beat this easily. I will use the non-auto in the later PvE fight that I'm going to do. Also, as you can see at the top, there is an option to increase the battle speed, but double speed is basically the maximum speed that you can use. And also there is this option to skip the cutscenes, but this option is basically just there in case that you have ultra rare characters, which I don't have currently. Wow, this guy just went crazy, just killed everyone, by the way. But yeah, this thing that disables the cutscene is only if you have ultra rare characters, because only ultra rare characters have skill animations, just like in Epic 7. And if you want, you can disable those, basically. But I don't have ultra rare character, so I cannot show it to you, or any of the ultra rare animations. I might show it to you though in the next video, because it's possible I will make more videos for this game, I don't know yet. Okay, so the arena fight is now done. So now let me explain how does the gear system works in this game, and also how do you evolve your characters. So let's head over to the team menu.
See if she can take my slam.
So right here, as you can see, is my character box. You also have those 2-star weird looking monsters that you mostly just use as a fodder to evolve your characters. So here, for example, is my SSR, which you will get for free, and this guy is also free. So here is the gear that I'm currently using for her. Basically, you can get a lot of different sets. So for example, you can use the attack set, which will give you bonus attack, like 33% bonus attack if you use 4 pieces of attack set. So it's basically just like in Epic 7 or Summoner Wars or any other game. But what's interesting is that this game has a lot of different sets. As you can see, there is a lot of them. There's like, I don't know, over 10 different sets that you can get. And for most of them I have no idea what could they be doing, but it's kinda impressive how many of them there is. So I like it. Of course, you have the main stats and also the substats, or you can also get a gear without the substats. It's basically all up to RNG. This is the best gear I have, this purple one, and it's basically the free one that you get from the story. I haven't farmed gear much yet, but I will have to. But yeah, basically there is the main stat that you roll and also the substat. There is flat and there is also percentages. So it's all up to RNG if your gear will be good or not. Also the thing that I like is that when you unequip something from the character, you can see this character right here, like this human female character, she's getting sad because I'm taking the gear away from her, which is pretty cute. And now let's just give it back to her. Hold up. There you go. And she's now making some weird faces, which is pretty cool, I would say. But yeah, that's kind of off topic. Okay, and the last thing that you need to know, or like one more thing that you need to know, this is basically awakening. So you need those stones in order to awaken your character, and once you awaken them, they are going to obtain additional skill, and also their appearance will change. But also the appearance in the combat of the unit will change, not the main artwork. Like the artwork stays the same, like the one that you see outside of the battle. Only the in-game model changes basically after the awakening, so keep that in mind. Okay, so there is that, there is nothing more to cover, only that in order to awaken, in order to evolve, I mean, if you want to evolve the character, so basically right now she's a 3-star. If I would like to get her up to 4 stars, I would need to use 3-star units. So basically the evolve system in this game works exactly the same way as in Epic 7 or Destiny Child or a lot of different other gacha games. So there is that. Now let's talk about other remaining game modes, and then I'm going to do a summon at the very end. So here are the game modes that I currently have unlocked. I have all of them except for one, because I'm level 15 and I'm level 14, so I don't have it yet. And the last one is, I believe, not even in the game right now. So the first one is basically where you farm your gear. There is 4 different bosses for gear, as you can see. There is the drop list, and yeah, this is where you basically farm your gear. Also, the first boss, I believe, is open all the time, or even the first 2, I'm not sure, and the other 2 open only during specific day. So there is that. Now the second thing is, this is basically where you farm the stones for the awakening. Now the cool thing about these dungeons compared to Epic 7, let's say for example, okay, so this one at the top is open all the time, and what's nice is that, hold up, where's the music? Okay, there it is. Okay, so it's back. So nice thing about this compared to Epic 7 is that this one is open all the time, right? It gives you the blue stones. You need blue stones for all of your characters, and also it can drop random color of the stones when you do it. So not only you get the stone that you need for everyone, but you can also get the stone even from the altar that is closed basically. So that's nice. Also, as you can see, this thing at the end is actually a gacha ticket, and this is a standard gacha ticket. So basically, if you drop this gacha ticket, then you don't need to spend as much currency in order to do a multiple, let's say. And believe me, since I started, I have actually dropped those tickets. I have dropped 3 or 4 of those gacha tickets already. So even though the drop rate is like not super amazing, they do drop, which is pretty nice, and I really like that. Also, as you can see, I have one key at the top, and this key basically allows me to open any of the altar that I want, even if it's closed. Now let's do one battle against this person right here. Just to have some more gameplay. And I really like soundtrack in this game, even though there is not too many different soundtracks in this game. I really do like them. Also, actually I can do this one on auto. Yeah, I can do this one on auto, but the higher difficulty I can't do, because this guy will basically kill me before I get to kill him. Like I said, I need better gear, I need to upgrade the gear, and a lot of other stuff. But there is a problem when it comes to that, and I'm going to talk about it in a bit after I explain all of the game modes that are left. But first we gotta finish the fight, and then I'm going to talk about what the problem is. But yeah, I really do like the fact that you can get the gacha tickets from doing those stages. Also, there is one more thing which is nice about them. So not only you can get gacha tickets from it, you can actually also do those, not those, but the world bosses, which I forgot to mention. So let's go back to the world bosses. As you can see, for example, for this world boss, I can either do it solo or I can either do it in co-op. And basically how co-op works is that one random person joins your room, or you can do it with your friend and you bring 2 units and the other person that joins also brings 2 units. So this is really nice that you don't have to do all of this alone all the time. You can also do it in co-op with your friend. So that's a great feature which Epic 7 does not have. This one we already went through. Now the next thing, this is basically your evil tower. You get this currency as you go through it. You also get some other drops, as you can see, and this currency you can exchange in this shop for various goodies. Also, the interesting thing is that there is 2 different difficulties for this. So for example, right now I am on floor 21, I believe. Yeah, I think I'm on floor 21, and the way it works is that there is normal difficulty and hard difficulty. Normal difficulty is easier and it costs you only 3 stamina, or like 3 energy, and the hard difficulty costs you 6 energy. Okay, so in hard difficulty I'm only on stage 11. I have beat normal all the way up to 20, but hard I only beat up to 10. So I need to do 11 and above. As you can see, it will drop more currency and it costs more energy. But you need to do both normal and hard. And the last thing that I have unlocked, I only don't have the dragon. I don't know what the dragon could be. Possibly a world boss, I have no idea. So the last thing is the EXP and the gold stage. And the 2 other scrolls, I have no idea what is going to be there, but right now there is nothing. So there is EXP stage and there is also gold stage. Now you can do the EXP and gold stage once per day, only once. But the nice thing is that if you want to whale and you need EXP or you need gold, you can whale, or you can just use your gacha currency, if you don't want to pull for characters, you can just use it for those. And you can do it 10 times per day. But if you are free to play, you don't spend anything, you only have 1 entry per day. But it's still nice that you can get gold and EXP from those daily stages once per day. So there is that. And I believe this is all I wanted to talk about in this video. Also, I was supposed to talk about the problems. So, the problems they have kinda with this game is that there is no auto repeat button, which I would really like to have. Epic 7 also doesn't have it. And I believe like the auto repeat is not a must, let's say, but it's just such a nice quality of life feature to have, because the problem is, even though there is no auto repeat, there is not that huge need for an auto repeat in this game, I would say, simply because you have very little stamina and you use it really fast, and there is no way to recharge it for free. You need to use your currency that you use for pulls if you want more energy, or you can log in during specific time to claim stamina, and you can claim it twice per day, assuming you will be online during the hours that you need to be on in order to claim the stamina. And this system I absolutely hate, but this is something that Chinese add into their gacha games almost all the time, so nothing I can do about that, I guess. So yeah, the stamina is an issue in this game. There is too little stamina given out for free, and also there is no auto repeat button, and those are my two biggest issues, I would say. So now, in order to end this video, let's go to those summons, and I'm just going to say my final opinion right now. Actually no, I'm going to say my final thoughts after I do the summons. Okay, so here are the banners. I'm also going to show you the gacha rates. So right now there is 4 different banners. This is like the standard one. These two are like the standard ones, but the first one, basically, when you start the game, once you do 20 rolls, on the 20th roll, we are going to get a free ultra rare, and as you can see, I need to do 7 more rolls before I get an ultra rare, and I have 7 tickets, so I will get one during this summoning. Now, as far as the rates go, there is 2% chance to get ultra rare, 8% for SSR and 32% for SR, but the nice thing about this game is that once there is a featured banner, like this one for example, this is a featured banner, and as you can see the rates are the same, but there is 50% chance increase for ultra rares and SSR, so basically you have 50% chance between the two of the featured characters. So here is the Dracula and here is this guy, which name I don't know, let's call him Michael. So there is Dracula and there is Michael, right? So I have 50% chance that if I get an ultra rare, I'm basically going to get either Dracula or Michael. So that's very nice and I like it a lot. Now this banner is basically for getting fodder. The maximum rate that you can get from this one is SR. Also this banner is basically like kinda like Moonlight Summons, I would say. Kinda. This banner basically has its own currency, and this banner has increased rates. So for this banner, ultra rare is 4.8%, so it's 2.8% increase, and SSR instead of 8% is 19%. So this is nice, but you gotta get those tickets first, and I don't think you can buy them. Normally I think you will have to obtain them somehow. I only have one of those right now, so I don't know yet. I haven't played it enough. But yeah, let's end this video with those summons and see who do we get for our ultra rare unit. So here is the summoning animation. we're going to watch the first one, then I'm going to skip them. The summoning animation is in this game is nothing special, as you can see.
The priest is here.
And we got one SSR, and honestly I'm not happy. This guy looks really creepy and ugly. Holy shit, I don't think I'm going to ever use him unless he has a skin or something. But otherwise, no thank you. He looks so bad. Okay, some rare. Bird. Some fodder. More fodder. No, this is who I get. Come on. I cannot believe it. Oh my god. At least I got nice SR, but I guess I will have to use that guy. But he doesn't look good. This is not a waifu. Come on, but I mean he looks kinda cool. He has a skin? Oh man, come on. This transformation is really cool. I like his in-game model that he has. After you awaken him, but his main art doesn't change. Okay, actually I'm not that bad. I'm not that mad about it anymore. His in-game model looks nice. Sadly his main model doesn't change. But oh well. Hopefully he's good. So anyway guys, this is going to be all for this video. Once again, thank you so much for watching like always, and remember to like the video if you have enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Also, my final thoughts before I end this video are that this game is actually pretty decent. I like the vibes that this game gives off. It should improve the stamina system and add auto repeat, and also make it so there is less RNG when it comes to getting the gear and the substats and the main stats and so forth. But other than that, I would say it's a pretty solid Epic 7 and Summoner Wars and so forth knockoff. So I would say it's worth playing if you enjoy Epic 7. But if you didn't like Epic 7, then you are not going to like this game either, unless you just didn't like, for whatever reason you didn't like Epic 7 because of the graphics. But yeah, basically if you liked Epic 7, I think you will enjoy this game, if you don't mind the stamina issues and the RNG. But otherwise you just gotta try it out and see if it sticks with you or not. But anyway, that's all I had to say. That's what I think about the game. I myself will keep playing it, and I will possibly make more videos on it. So yeah, once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!